Kick-ass facts, ba pew pew pew! We are talking about Canadian slang today. A couple of disclaimers. I can only confirm or deny a few of these, so I'm going to rely on my neighbors to the east and west to tell me if these are true or false. Also, I am sure, even though my research indicated that these are Canadian slang, some places outside of Canada use them. Don't come at me. Good for you if you use them. Sharing is caring. Also, my research sorted them by geography. Western Canada, the prairies, Central Canada, the Maritimes. That doesn't make sense to you if you're outside of Canada, so allow me to elaborate. The Maritimes includes New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. If you bring Newfoundland and Labrador into that mix, that is now Atlantic Canada. Central Canada is Ontario and Quebec. The prairies are Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. Some parts of the prairies are so flat you can watch your dog run away for 3 days. West Coast is British Columbia, and Northern Canada are our territories. I asked ChatGPT to give me a map outlining all of that, and this is what it gave me. Something to consider. Hoser is a doofus, an idiot, or a loser, but often in a light-hearted way. The term hoser was popularized by characters Bob and Doug McKenzie, created by Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas for SCTV, Second City Television, in the 1980s. Goo, 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 goo. You get that if you're Canadian. The word likely originated as a playful jab at people who weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The idea behind the hosing down of ice in a backyard hockey game referred to how the losers would have to spray the rink to smooth it out for the next game. Hoser. Take off, eh? Or take off hoser means get lost, no way, or just a general expression of disbelief. Kind of like, no shit. Exactly the same. Bob and Doug are also credited with this one. Take off can be used in many different ways depending on the tone, but it's generally a dismissal or an expression of disbelief. 2-4, meaning a 24 case of beer. May 2-4 is the Victoria Day long weekend, which happens near the end of May on the weekend preceding May 25th. It doesn't happen on the same day every year, but it's always referred to as May 2-4, Queen Victoria's birthday. It marks the unofficial start of summer in Canada, and it is celebrated usually with beer and fireworks. Many people do go camping, even though in Ontario the weather is usually trash. Loonie and toonie. A loonie is a $1 coin with a loon on it, loonie, and toonie is a $2 coin. It came after the loonie, and it just had to rhyme, so it's a toonie. Double Double is a coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugar. It started as slang from Tim Hortons coffee chain, or Timmy's, which was founded by hockey player Tim Horton, but now it is universally Canadian, although I think it's probably used elsewhere. Keener. A keener is someone who is overzealous or overly eager, especially in academic or work environments. The term likely comes from the word keen, which means eager or enthusiastic, but it is often used with a bit of sarcasm or light mockery to describe someone who takes things maybe a little bit too seriously. Mountie is short for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. The term refers to our police force known for its red uniforms and horseback patrols. The Mounties are a symbol of Canada's law enforcement and cultural history, and I just feel the need to tell you about the show Forget About It. It was an animated show where mob boss from New York gets into the witness protection program, and he has moved over to Regina, Saskatchewan, and it has the best theme song ever. Giver means to go all out, give it your best. It is common in sports like hockey where intensity and effort are crucial, but Giver the Onion is a variation of this, likely stems from baseball terminology where the onion could refer to the ball itself, implying a powerful throw. Giver. Haywire. I was actually surprised to learn that this one is considered uniquely Canadian. It is used all over Canada, but mostly in the East Coast, and it means that something has become messed up or chaotic. Likely comes from the wire used in hay bales, which was notorious for snapping and causing issues. The term has now evolved to describe any situation that has gone wrong. It is also the name of a slightly better than mediocre Canadian rock band from the 80s, which I was surprised to learn is currently on tour. Got the staggers, meaning someone who is drunk and unsteady on their feet. The staggers originally refers to the way animals stagger when they're injured or intoxicated. It is a colorful way of describing someone who's had too much to drink. I guess it's a nicer way of saying someone's shit-faced. Toque is a common Canadian term for a knit winter hat. The word toque is borrowed from the French and is used mostly in Canada, although I do know there are some Midwestern states that use it. Join me next time when we travel across Canada for more slang.